Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading from September the 15th to the 30th. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. As you can see, I got a new microphone here, so hopefully the audio should be a lot better for you. Let's see what we got. All right, expect miracles. I love this. So I'll be starting off with the Angel Oracle Guide, moving on to traditional tarot, then back to the Oracle at the end. So, expected miracles. Miracles occur naturally. They're always ready to unfold, and your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift of energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen, or you're praying hard for something, this card brings the message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you're being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth, to realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles and that they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles, and they're happening all the time, and the miracle that you need isn't a difficult one, because it's in the hands of divine, anything is possible. Place yourself in golden light and remember that the light of God is within you, and right there in the heart of your being, your soul. Good things can happen for you, but in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it is possible. You could be seeing the miracle you need as impossible or even too big for you to achieve. Ultimately, this is exactly what is blocking it from happening, so change it now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open your mind and heart and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that this is already in your life and feel grateful for all your blessings, and you will allow the miracles you deserve to unfold. All right, a really nice way to start this reading, Sag. Let's move into your other tarot. I'll take a moment to just kind of feel the energy, and then we'll move on from there. Let me just feel what I am feeling here. For Sagittarius. It feels such that there is kind of almost this like old way of being and this kind of new way of being that's kind of sneaking in here, or that I'm feeling. It feels like almost not maybe things that we've learned before or that we used to have in our life where we were feeling maybe we're not feeling like good about ourselves. We were letting people like take advantage of us in like a way here, or take advantage of our energy. I don't know why I'm getting that kind of feeling here, where it's just kind of like before, just having a little bit of like weak boundaries. We do have that kind of card here, but it feels like with the cards that are coming out now, we're going to try and not let like people walk all over us, or we're feeling like this energy, Sag, of standing up for ourselves more and for what we want and kind of what we believe in here. We have the Two of Wands, coming out in the reverse in our main energy, which means that something isn't coming in the way that we hoped for it to. In some eyes, this can represent failure, or like going back to the drawing board, having to make kind of a new plan of action here. It seems like there is a situation where you might feel like you're starting over a little bit, but I think this is good. It feels like it's like in a good sense, because it feels like you're kind of maybe going after more things that you kind of want out of life. We do have the Seven of Wands here in the reverse, and when it's in the reverse like this, it's just saying we're not standing up for ourselves, and we're having like a little bit of weak boundaries moments. So stand up for yourself, stand up for what you kind of deserve in this life, stand up for, this feeling of, I'm going to kind of fight for what it is that I want, and I'm not going to let people walk all over me, or I'm not going to let people's like what they say about me or try to attack me get to me here. Again, I feel like there's just going to be this new plan of action for you, where you're just going to be like, no, anything that new that's coming into my life, I'm going to come at it with a new kind of approach here. no more like not standing up for myself. So that's what I just kind of feel. It's like this standing up for yourself almost energy here. You're like, I'm not going to go back to that old way of letting people kind of do whatever they want or walk all over me here, because it seems like there might be an instance, it might be with an air sign here too, where you find that someone's been lying to you. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy, and because the King of Swords is in the reverse, it kind of represents this energy of cold or cut off, someone who can kind of say some mean things here as well. And that now that it's with the Seven of Swords, it looks like someone was kind of being sneaky towards you. Maybe this air sign was kind of did something sneaky, or was maybe talking behind your back, or lied to you, Sag, in some kind of capacity here, and you're kind of finding out about it, and you're just like, oh, that's just so frustrating, because you're just like, well, I thought this was going to be something good, but I found out you were kind of doing something dirty behind my back. So you might be having that kind of energy right now. But we also have the Magician coming out, which is saying that you can kind of manifest. We are the alchemist of our own life. And this is where I was talking about kind of like maybe making like this idea of like kind of standing up for ourselves and being like, okay, we're the ones that are like in the power mode here. We're in the ones that kind of make the decisions in our life. You know, we have the power to look at things kind of differently here. We have the power to kind of go after what it is that we want. If some people aren't treating us well, if some people are lying to us or being sneaky around us, it's our choice to kind of have them in our life or not. And that's kind of this energy of like standing up for yourself now. So even if you have to kind of start over to get away from this energy, this is what you're going to kind of do. We also have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, so you could be dealing with a water sign here as well. But the Queen of Cups in the reverse is someone who is kind of emotionally cut off. There's someone that's not really in tune with their emotion. There's someone that's like kind of uncompassionate towards others. I get a lot of kind of like hurt from this person. Again, could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But it's just someone that's not bringing that kind of caring, compassionate energy forward. That energy of understanding that... so I'm just feeling what I'm feeling there, Sag. I'm definitely getting the need for compassion, or feeling like compassion in a way, where you're feeling like someone is kind of lacking compassion here. So the idea of not feeling like cared for from this other person. Interesting. Devil reversed. Just definitely some energy here of just untethering ourselves from maybe toxic people, untethering from kind of toxic situations here as well. Again, it might be feeling like a lot right now, but you just got to kind of really feel like these kind of miracles are coming in for you. With this Devil in reverse, it's Capricorn energy. It's saying that there is energy here that's being released. So whatever is kind of holding us down, whether this be people, situations, feels more like people. It feels like more like toxic connections. It feels like people who really don't have our best interest, or who are not there to really care for us. I think you are kind of going to see that, and I think you are kind of going to feel that in these couple weeks. You know, I'm really seeing the people around you who kind of want you to succeed, and the others who kind of want to just kind of keep you where you are. There's a lot of overthinking happening here for you in these 2 weeks, and it feels like with these 10 of Wands that's coming out here, we're just feeling a bit burnt out, and it feels like kind of burnt out mentally, burnt out maybe from overthinking, burnt out from just feeling like stuck in general, or anxiety is maybe causing us to kind of burn out to stress here. I'd say just kind of connect to back to yourself. Take things one step at a time. You know, don't overthink things kind of too much here, because you are getting this kind of mental burnout. It's like all of the energy is just kind of feeling like a lot right now, it feels like, for you, Sag. So take that time wherever you need to just kind of recoup, to relax. and to kind of get some of that overthinking out of your head, whatever it is. Maybe whatever you find that's like relaxing or that kind of like soothes your brain. Maybe it's like distracting stuff. Maybe it's like reading a book so you get lost in it, you know, whatever it is to kind of do that for you here, because it seems like you need to kind of prioritize your rest in these 2 weeks. Take some time to meditate, to contemplate here as well. As much as we can, right? I know sometimes it can be hard, Sag, because you're like, I have kind of all these responsibilities, but it's almost this energy of being like, you know, where can I take the time to rest when I need to? You know, what will allow me to kind of give my nervous system here a little bit of a break with all of that's kind of happening? When can I kind of meditate? When can I just kind of relax here? There might be some message this week of maybe money not coming through the way that you wanted to. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is kind of could be just kind of like loss of finances in a way. Don't want you to get too scared of that. Maybe there was a job that you were hoping for that didn't really come in and you were like, oh, I was really banking for that. Or maybe some of you were hoping on a specific loan or some just kind of money to come in for you here. Just kind of they're saying with the King of Cups is just to kind of keep this emotional balance, right? Being like, okay, I see that. That's unfortunate that it didn't really come to fruition the way that I wanted it to, but I'm going to make sure that my energy, my emotions are kind of stable here. So this doesn't kind of send me spiraling, it feels like. So this doesn't send me, you know, into a space where I don't feel good enough for something just because one thing didn't really work out here. We have the Two of Pentacles in reversed as well, which means, hey, maybe you were banking on this money, but you might need to like restructure your finances here in these 2 weeks, or restructure what you kind of thought that you were going to get with this money. So again, seems like maybe a job didn't come in the way that you want to. Maybe it was a raise. Maybe it was, you know, maybe it was like loss of job and you're like, well, it's like, again, really banking on that. But they're just kind of saying to make sure your emotional game is kind of up, because maybe there is, especially with this expect miracles, that there is something else kind of around the corner for you here. And just kind of trusting that if that didn't work out, then it's not supposed to be meant for you. So keep your emotional game kind of high here in these 2 weeks. I know that's easy to say, especially when you feel like things are overwhelming right now, when you feel like a little burnt out, and you feel like maybe that there's no hope. Again, I think these miracles are on the way, so just keep trusting that for you here, okay? Whatever was keeping us up at night, keeping us stressed, with this kind of Nine of Swords in reversed, we should be having better sleep by the end of these 2 weeks. Again, I kind of see you, I don't know why I'm kind of getting you kind of dipping in a body of water, so maybe that's going to be really releasing for you, is water, because I kind of just got that into my head of just like kind of sinking, or like not sinking, but like dunking yourself underwater here. So maybe that's something that you do to kind of clear your brain or clear your mind here, but your sleep should be getting better if there's something that you've kind of been stressing out, Sag, for a little while here. It's interesting because I have the Death card in reversed here. I have the Six of Pentacles, and I have the Queen of Wands in reversed. It kind of feels like right now that there is like this cycle of maybe you feel like your talents are being shown properly, or you're feeling like you're not kind of being rewarded for your talent, or maybe people are using your talents. Maybe people are feeling like they're undermining you, or kind of what you can do here. I don't know, with the Six of Pentacles, it's usually like a charitable thing, like giving money or helping someone out here, but it feels like almost... it almost feels like this like idea of not being valued for like what we can kind of do here, or feeling like our talents are like being put to use in some kind of capacity. And I feel like we're going to kind of see the situation for truths here with the moon card coming up. It means kind of seeing hidden truths, truths coming to the surface here. Again, it might be involved with this kind of Seven of Swords energy at the top here, but it's going to be like the people we work with, or the people that we surround ourselves with this Three of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are kind of thinking that people were really there for you, especially, or giving back to you here, but you kind of see the truth of a situation. You kind of see the truth of these people. And you're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to kind of really work for these people anymore. Maybe this is the Ace of Pentacles, is you being like making a decision to leave something behind because you see something kind of shady, or you see something that's not really working for you here. I don't know why I'm just getting like kind of bad business vibes. Like I'm just kind of getting vibes of someone maybe taking advantage of something in a way. So yeah, I think you're going to be extra like careful and extra, you know, diligent on who you're kind of working with, and making sure that they have like the same kind of approach or same kind of vision as kind of you do. I think that's going to become important to you in these 2 weeks for sure. Sorry, I'm just gonna... Sorry, I dropped a card. Sorry if that was loud, me being right into the mic. For Sag, please. Yeah, it feels like there's some maybe kind of people's relationships, energy here of walking away, and it feels like it has something to do with this kind of Seven of Swords. When we kind of find out this truth moment, there might be a relationship here. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It's just kind of a relationship that's divinely guided, a person that maybe that you've met in the past, but it seems like we're going to walk away from something here. Again, if your relationship is going well, it doesn't seem like it's this message is kind of for you, but it could be just someone else in general who you felt like really connected with, a friend, a co-worker, things like that. Again, I think when this truth comes out, you're seeing that you have to kind of leave something behind and move on here. It might feel like you're kind of left out in the cold with this kind of Five of Pentacles. Feel like, you know, it sucks that I kind of have to leave this behind, or that there's this relationship here that I kind of have to walk away from. But it says you're kind of holding on a little bit too tightly to it in a way. I don't think it's feeling like it's supposed to be for you. And I think you kind of feel that deep down. But there's something here where you're just like need to let go of it a little bit and need to walk away from it here. Because I think we're scared with this Five of Pentacles, scared of financial security, scared that things will kind of keep kind of crumbling around you, or, you know, you won't kind of get to a place where you want to be. But again, this expect miracles is like telling you to kind of stay in that kind of positive energy, right? And just have the strength to kind of move through this. Trust your gut in any situation that you are having here, even if it is kind of feeling scary. Sagittarius, just trust your gut and keep expecting like better things will come, because you're kind of honoring yourself here. It feels like you're moving yourself away from maybe these people who are not good for you, or away from this energy of people who just kind of aren't really aligning with either. I'm going to pull some oracle cards to see more on the situation. All right, so we got two energy oracle cards here. You got action is the first one. Let me just pull it up here. This card tells you that now is the time for a more aggressive forward movement. The galloping horses represent internal and concentrated action directed to your goals. This card upright indicates that you are on the right track, but determined efforts must increase. The white horse is inner action of spirit and thought. The black horse is outer work that still needs to be done. So continue taking action and trust your intuition, like we were saying before. In this time, you will break through and see the results that you've been working so hard to create. We also got the Angel of Strength in reverse here. This card reverse indicates you are not perceiving the truth of your own power, and perhaps you're seeing yourself as weak or ineffectual. This is kind of the Queen of Wands in reverse here. This is kind of the mental stuff that we were talking about as well, the Seven of Swords. The situation you find yourself in may seem overwhelming, but you absolutely do have the strength to see it through for a successful outcome. Do not fall into old patterns of giving your power away. When you let others define you or make decisions on your behalf, you take yourself out of the picture of your own destiny of creation. Meditate on the brilliant, vibrating light of this angel and recall your external power and to surge through your life. It's time to take back control. And this is what I'm kind of feeling with this kind of this moment where this kind of arrest and kind of realization of kind of the people that we were working with around us, and you know, what I said in the beginning of this reading as well, just kind of standing up for ourselves more, standing up for what we deserve and what we kind of want out of life, and not letting people kind of walk all over us. All right. The Starseed Oracle you got was Jump In. Andromeda and Energy. Adventure, say yes to change. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy and the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that Andromedan starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Sounds like Sagittarius, to be honest. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos and to swim with its tides. This card here is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If you're being guided to jump in, don't wait for permission, don't stall until you feel ready, take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction, the only thing left to do is sleep. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things might not always be smooth sailing, life on Earth really is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory, and once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with the surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventure and to embrace your own adaptability and find a way to be calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive, you came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good old run up and leap. Sounds like some changes coming in for you there, Sagittarius. All right. This was your reading for the end of the month. I hope this helped.